Let's call the meeting to order. We're all present except for Tammy. She will be absent this evening. Item 2, the invocation. The invocation will be given by Damon Burpo with Driftwood Fellowship. And after that, Ben, would you lead us in the flag salute?
Sure. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. I thank you for this council that gives of their time, Lord, and pray that you'd bless them for their labor on our behalf as citizens of this great city, Enid, Oklahoma. Lord, gift them with the wisdom and knowledge that you impart to make decisions small and great. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you.
Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4, consider approval of the minutes of the regular commission meeting of November 21, 2017.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by George. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 5, awards, presentations, proclamations, and organizational business. Item 5.1, present the pet available for adoption at the city animal shelter.
Hi, good evening. I'm Charlotte Ringwald. I'm the adoption coordinator at Enid Animal Control. And tonight my friend is Hermie. He's a 4-month-old terrier. He's male, and he's very curious and playful, as you can tell. And he's in pen 24. He's looking for a new home for Christmas. And we've got lots of great cats and dogs available, so come by and visit us. And every pet adoption gets a Christmas present for that dog. So during the holiday season, they get a present. So come and visit us. Thanks.
Thank you. 5.2, consider appointments to the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG Funding Committee. Gerald?
Stephanie, do you want to talk about that committee makeup?
Yes. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners. At a previous meeting, we decided to do 3 commissioners and 2 at-large members of the community for this committee. And we decided that 2 people that were on the committee before we dissolved would be those appointees, and that was Robert Falk and T. Jeffrey Luke. So now we just need 3.
And we've contacted them, and they're willing to continue to serve?
Yes, yes, they are. And they both wanted to make it tonight. I'm not sure if either of them are here, but they said that they would be here if they could.
I move to appoint the 2 of them.
Second.
I have a motion by Ben, a second by George. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Now, how do we handle the other 3 city council?
Possibly they could volunteer, or you could just assign those duties.
Mayor, I think you have some people that would be willing to serve.
I'd be happy to volunteer, Mayor. Me also.
I think Tammy wants to also.
I think
She's not here, so certainly she will.
That's the way we do it in the military. You miss the meeting.
That's right.
We need a motion?
Yes.
I will move to appoint the 3 of them.
Second.
Motion by Ben, a second by Ron.
Just to clarify the names.
Derwin, John, and Tammy.
Are we ready? Please cast your vote. Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 5.3, consider appointments to the Special Sales Tax Oversight Committee.
Yes, Mayor and Commissioners, we have gotten the selection from Ward 1, Ward 4, Ward 5, and Ward 6 for Special Sales Tax Commission. By resolution, this committee is made up by appointees from each ward, and then, Mayor, I think you select an at-large person. Those 4 wards, 1, 4, 5, and 6, we've spoken, or the commissioners have told us who their appointee is, and they're listed there: Jerry Allen, Scott Cordell, Andrew Long, and Michael Shuck. And so I don't see any of them in the audience, but I think those are your choices, so
I'll make a motion to, we appoint those individuals.
Motion by Ron,
Second.
second by
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Further discussion? Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 5.4, consider an appointment to the Advanced Development Authority.
Yes, Mayor, we do have a vacancy now due to the resignation of Ernie Courier, and I believe you recommended Doug France as former mayor to fill that vacancy. The term runs through March 1st of 2020.
So moved.
Motion by Ben,
Second.
second. Second by Ron.
Whoever.
Okay. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 6.1, conduct public hearing regarding the Community Development Block Grant 5-year consolidated plan and the fiscal year 2018 annual action plan to gather input on priority needs for community development for the city of Enid. Stephanie?
Yes, sir. Tonight, we're just having the public hearing, like you said, to get comments on the funding for the upcoming year. We do not know how much that is at the current moment. But this is just to determine needs. There will also be a January 4th meeting with the funding committee, and that will also, since commissioners are on that, you can give your input tonight and give it to them, and we can discuss those priorities at that January 4th meeting.
We do have a person signed up to discuss this item. Derwin Norwood. I know you have another meeting to go to, but I'm going to put you on here. Thank you.
To the mayor and the city commissioners and all of those in authority here tonight, I am concerned about the CDGB money because there's a lot of programs that were cut out that was good for the city of Enid. And I'm aware of it because I'm a contractor, and I helped do the work for the city and also for CDSA. And I know that the CDBG money is, most of it is really supposed to go to blighted areas. Now, the reason I know is because I went to a Black Mayor's Convention in New Orleans a few years ago, and I found out a lot of information. I brought it back to Enid, and I helped put some of the programs together that the city has. One of the programs is rental rehab. That's one of the programs that the city should have kept because it helped those that own property, because a lot of people go in and tear the properties up, and then the owner really doesn't have the money to totally fix those properties up, and the city really helped, and they gave people places to live. Not only that, but the weatherization program that the city of Enid had. Then we had the emergency funds for the roofs, hot water tanks, the heaters, and the air conditioners. And this helps the young and the old because right now some people need hot water tanks, other people need heaters right now. I'm aware of it because they call me because they know that I used to work in these areas. And if the city could restore those programs, give us somebody to refer them to, then that would be a blessing to the people that are doing without. Not only that, but the summer youth program. A lot of the summer youth programs are being cut out. And our youth, especially those in middle school, really need something to do. When we moved back to Enid from Denver, we found out that there was no summer youth programs for the youth, especially in middle school, and they were left out. So I feel like that need to be restored back into our communities. And at this time, after I find out more about what you guys are going to do, I'll be back and I'll respond again. But I'm finished at this time. All right.
It's a public hearing, so if there's anybody else that wants to speak.
Anybody else want to speak on this subject? Because it is a public hearing. Need your name and your address, please.
Thank you, Commissioner. My name is Maurice Allen. My address is 2502 Homestead Road, Enid, Oklahoma 73703. I'd just like to reiterate the summer youth program. Being a former participant of the youth program, finding myself in organized events whenever I was a youth, that helped shape and mold my character. As of today, short accolades. I do own one business here in town. I do work for the seventh largest automobile manufacturer in the world. Today I stand before you with an MBA in business finance. Those youth programs help to shape character. So if we can, let's just take a hard look at those entities that provide those youth programs and see what we can to support them. I yield my time. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else? We'll go to the next item, number 7, administration. Item 7.1, consider an ordinance amending the Enid Municipal Code 214, Title 5, Public Safety, Chapter 5, General Offenses, Article H, by amending Section 5-5H-1, Drugs and Related Substances, Section 5-5H-2, Alcohol and Low Point Beer Restrictions, Intoxication, and Section 5-5H-3, Smelling, Inhaling of glue or other substances, to revise definitions of offense, reduce fines and eliminate imprisonment, providing for repealer, savings clause, severability, and codification.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
The ordinance.
Motion by Ron, second by Ben. Further discussion? Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 7.2, consider an ordinance amending the Enid Municipal Code 2014, Title 5, Public Safety, Chapter 5, General Offenses, amending Article D, Offenses Against Decency and Morality, Section 5-5D-1, to be entitled Lewd Exposure, Prostitutions, Materials Harmful to Minors, amending 5-5D-1A to provide offense of lewd exposure, and amending Article E entitled Offenses Against Peace and Order, amending Section 5-5E-3, Obstructing Streets and Sidewalks, Section 5-5E-4, Jostling People in Public, Section 5-5E-5, Public Profanity and Obscene Gestures, Section 5-5E-6, entitled Fights or Quarrels, to lower fines and remove jail time from punishment, to create Section 5-5E-7, entitled Public Urination, providing for repealer, savings clause, severability, and codification.
Move to approve.
Motion by Ben,
Second.
second by George. Further discussion?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
On these, will these be implemented, or anyone in violation of these, will they be prosecuted on the first offense this way? And if they increase or continue to break the law, will their offenses and the amount of money that they would have to pay increase?
Well, good questions. Okay, it is in the police officers' discretion to give warnings. So some of these offenses, they could receive a warning. And then, and I'm looking, these offenses do not carry, if they keep doing it over and over, each time they do it, they can be punishable by the fine. But these fines are not set to increase with the
Repetition.
yeah. So these are the fines. Now, we could do subsequent offenses. Quite a few of these are not repeat offense situations. I suppose the lewd exposure might be, but I think we don't have that much lewd exposure. And we don't charge very many people with obstructing streets and sidewalks. I do think the fines are probably enough to get their attention. And, if they do it twice, they can get charged twice, even in one day. These are offenses that if you keep doing them, you can get charged each time you do them. If you, at 2 o'clock are speaking profanely in public and causing a disturbance, and then you get a ticket, you do it at 6, you can get a ticket again. But we can consider subsequent offenses, but they're not written that way now.
Okay, one more question to this.
Yeah.
Does this affect, say, the youth break these laws or whatever, these ordinances?
Mm-hmm.
And are the parents going to be made responsible for paying these citations, these tickets, or are we going to find a way for the children to work it out, or what?
We have a juvenile court. There's community service that's available. Oftentimes, the offenders have jobs, and that's one of the things that the judge inquires about each time. What their family life is, we get a recommendation from a social worker, and if they have time, they can do community service, and we try to get the fines paid by the offender themselves, if they've got a job.
Because what I don't want to see people who are already struggling with children that are undisciplined, and then really put their parents in a hole, a financial crisis behind their conduct. That's the reason why I'm asking these questions.
Brian, do you want to comment? Because your people would be using good judgment and enforcing these as they do now, right?
I think Carol alluded to the main fact. You've got a juvenile court system, you've got an adult court system. A lot of these issues are towards the adult court system. Juveniles are handled differently. So to address that, I think the court would look at the financial status of the family and the use ability and making a judgment accordingly.
Unlike in adult court, one of the things he's talking about is, unlike in adult court where we have a trial and then the judge sentences them, we get a report of the circumstances for each child, and that's taken into consideration. Now, I will say, Judge Pickens is tough. If she thinks the parents are contributing, then she will talk to the parents. But if she thinks it's primarily the offender, then the offender is the one that she's going to punish, and she will help the parents out as much as she can. She's very, she personalizes, particularly in juvenile court, to try to get the best result.
Anyone else? Item 8, consent item.
Take a vote on it. There was a motion, a second, and some discussions with.
Keeping you on your toes.
All right.
Who made the motion? Ben. Second.
I think George did, actually. I did, yeah.
Kind of hard to remember. Have a motion, have a second. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 8, consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Ben, second by Ron. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 9, we will now recess to convene as the Enid Municipal Authority. Item 10, all of the trustees of the Enid Municipal Authority are present except for Tammy. Tammy is absent. Item 11, the Enid Municipal Authority regular meeting is now in session. Item 11.1, approval of claims in the amount of $172,204.71.
So moved.
Motion by Ben,
Second.
second by George. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 12, we will now adjourn to convene as the Enid Economic Development Authority. All of the trustees of the Enid Economic Development Authority regular meeting are in attendance except for Tammy. Item 14, the Enid Economic Development Authority regular meeting is now in session. Item 14.1, approval of claims in the amount of $47,278.40.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Jonathan.
Second.
Second by Derwin, was that you? Please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 15, we will now adjourn to convene as the Enid Public Transportation Authority. Item 16, all of the trustees of the Enid Public Transportation Authority regular meeting are in attendance except for Tammy, who is absent. Item 17, the Enid Public Transportation Authority regular meeting is now in session. Approval of claims in the amount of $290.80.
So moved.
Motion by George.
Second.
Second by Jonathan. Discussion, please cast your vote. Motion carries 6-0. Item 18, we will now reconvene as the Enid City Commission. Item 19, public comments. We have one person signed up, Diane.
Diane Levesque, 1324 West Oak Avenue, and 'tis the season to be jolly for all the wonderful glittery lit things that we have. The event center is buzzing right along. We've had a quail hunt that brought in business. We've had First Fridays, Creative Arts and Leonardo events. We've had the Marker Trail debut. Park Avenue Thrift's 10th anniversary celebration, the trunk or treat and Halloween shops that come around once a year, haunted houses, spook tours. Candy Cane Cash really raked it in, didn't it? Eskimo Joe's is in town. Lights Up the Plains happened, so you're also collecting online sales tax now, right? And that should have been reflected on the last quarter, but hey, this is a season where we have both Black Friday and Cyber Monday to celebrate, don't we? And the cost sales tax hike. We got new businesses opening, not so much at Oakwood Mall perhaps, but Broadway Tower's got a new owner, or is that a second new owner? And anyway, I just wanted to let you all know that we noticed that the cross has been dark for a long time. Just saying. And Enid Television Network is still a promotional expense. All that adds up, right, to the next receipts guaranteed are going to be up. So we can look forward to a rosy new year. You're going to guarantee it, right? Because the next election cycle may very well depend upon it. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Item 20, we are adjourned. I'm sorry. All in
Motion.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
I think you get away.
Good enough.
Get away with the journey.
Thank you for joining us for the Enid City Commission meeting. If you have any questions or comments, visit our website at enid.org.